All right, what is going on, guys? So today we are going to be discussing why I wish I lived on a whole nother planet, or even better, why I wish this Earth was just destroyed by a giant flying space rock. I think it would be so much better than what we're about to talk about today. So, if you've been on the channel for a while, which not a whole lot of you have, but if you have, you're probably like one of one people. But you might remember the first ever Reddit Review Thursday. Now, the first ever Reddit Review Thursday was on the wonderful topic of Animesexuals. And now you may be thinking, if you didn't watch that video, or if you've never heard of this before or anything like that, I have mentioned it a few times in a few other videos. So maybe you've heard it, maybe you've been curious, and maybe you've checked it out. But if you have not, an Animesexual, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's somebody who decides that they do not like men, they do not like women, they do not like anything out there, but anime characters, 2D anime characters on a screen, that is what is for them. Now, last time we looked at this subreddit, we're actually back to the same exact subreddit, the love for Animesexuals. Last time we were here on this subreddit, it was quite interesting. We had quite a look, and it actually makes me think that maybe this is not the same. Oh no, it's the same one. So yeah, this is interesting. We're taking a look at the same exact subreddit that we took a look at for Reddit review number 1. So a good throwback, right? A good look back to the past, looking back on some old Skeleton Key, and really what started the only major series that has ever really existed on my channel. So, of course, Animesexual, like I said, somebody attracted to anime people, 2D inanimate cartoons. But, definitely pretty interesting, right? In itself. However, there's a huge catch. Now, I'm going off of the fact that I'm sure most of you guys have not seen the original, the original video I did on this subreddit. So I'm going to go ahead and explain a little bit of how that went. If you have seen that video, however, I might leave like a timestamp or something for you guys to skip to. Just in case you don't want the whole rundown of what's going on. But okay, so essentially what we looked at last time on, love for Animesexuals was that these people are pretty racist. On top of being racist, they're kind of homophobic, and they kind of do like everything in their power to, kind of take power away from like the real LGBT community, which is strange to say the least. And it's kind of weird. I thought, hey, this is something that's not that good out there on the internet. Let's make fun of these people. And, I did. I made fun of them. And to my surprise, a lot of people actually liked the video. There were hardly any people that were like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? There were very few people that actually got mad at that video. And don't get me wrong, I've talked about other topics and people have gotten mad, but, very few people actually got ticked off at the Animesexual one. So that's kind of how that went. We made a post, actually. I went ahead and made a big, long post. This was like the original plan for Reddit review, was I was going to make a post on every single Reddit, talking about like what I talk about in the video and see how people responded. So I made a post to this one. Obviously that died after this first episode, but I went ahead, I made a post, and, it was pretty good. It was a good post. It was a long post. It said, I am a white male on your subreddit, because in the rules, it did say you cannot be a white male, and they also went ahead and they called people mayo and stuff like that. So they called white people mayo. That one just got me. That one got me too much. It really got me in the time when I think the only comment that I had was from a moderator, because they took my post down, and it said, shut up, Mayo. And I couldn't get over that. I actually could not get over that for the longest time. But so that was pretty much how that went. Obviously it didn't go too well. I was not welcomed there. And yeah, so that's pretty much how it goes. Sometimes they refer to themselves as, I don't even know, as POCs, which now normally that means people of color, but in their case, I guess it means people of cartoons or something. I don't know. I've seen a couple other subreddits now popping up after this one, and this is the main one, I'm pretty sure. They say that they are not satire. So all of these posts that we look at today, we are going to be taking as if they were 100%, true, and 100% they were meaning this, because it's one of the rules on their subreddit, right? Hey, no satire. So if you're posting on here, I'm just going to have to take it at face value, and I can't imply the satirical undertones that are probably actually there in your post, because in the rules it says that you can't be doing that. So that's how that is. Obviously I didn't break that rule. I just broke the rule that I'm a certain race. So interesting, definitely interesting, an interesting space out there on the internet. And if you've never heard, and if you didn't watch the other video, now you're kind of caught up. So now we can go ahead and get on with this update. So welcome back, all of those people that skipped to this timestamp. It's probably going to be like right here. And here's where we start. We actually start looking at posts, and we do the traditional kind of Reddit review thing. So our first post that we have is this beautiful man that kind of looks like, the giant dude from The Princess Bride. If you've never seen that movie, it's actually a pretty good movie. I know it sounds, it sounds a little fruity, not gonna lie, but trust me, it's a good movie. I really recommend watching it. And this dude looks just like the giant in the movie. Like, I mean, this is like a spitting image. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't though, like honestly, just look up giant from Princess Bride. It's literally this dude. It's actually this dude. Like, you don't even need to look it up. It's just this dude. And he's hanging out with his beautiful his beautiful waifu, and he puts true love with that, like, that big eye, ooh, that kind of face. You know what I'm talking about. I mean, you can see it. It's probably on screen, or it was on screen at least for a second. But yeah, wow. So this guy, he's chilling with his waifu. What a great day. You know what? And that's how these people actually are. And now, like I said, I'm going to be taking everything like it's serious, because one of their rules is no satire. But I don't know how this isn't satirical. Like, if you're one of these people actually, and you're watching this video, like you found this video, please let me know. Like, I'm not even trying to bash on you. I know most of the time I do try and bash on you, because your stuff is, kind of like, it's definitely out there not doing the right thing in the world. So I kind of like to highlight that. But if you're one of these people, like, put all that aside, and please just explain to me, is this real or not? Like, do you guys actually do this? Do you believe in this? Like, I don't even know. This is just, it's on a whole nother level for me. So moving on to the next post, though, we have, this. And this one was marked NSFW, so I really hope YouTube doesn't take my video down. Nothing actually bad is going on here. This is just somebody getting into a hot tub. This is just like a hot tub stream. Those have popped up on YouTube and on Twitch, so my video should be fine, right, YouTube? Good. All right, good. Glad we have that understanding. Do not break my trust. If you break my trust, we'll be in some hot water, YouTube. But this one says, my beautiful wife is learning how to appreciate her body type. Chubby girls matter too. It's literally a drawing. It is actually a drawing. You don't need to appreciate your body type if it's a drawing. Now, good message here in this post. If you are a little on the chubbier side and you're a girl, you can be okay with that. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. I'm going to be honest. You can love yourself. People can love you. Body positivity and all that. Now that sounds kind of lame. I don't really like the whole body positivity thing. But, you can be okay with yourself, right? You can be okay with yourself. And if you want to improve, it's always an option. You can always do it. It's not that bad. But if you don't want to, that's cool too. Who am I to tell you what to do, right? But if you're a 2D character, I do not care. I don't care in the slightest. And I don't see how anybody else does care, because it's literally a drawing. It cannot think. It cannot feel insecure. It can't even feel happy. This is just so weird to me. Once again, I would love to take this as satire, because quite honestly, I think it is. But as the rules state, you can't have satire. So a little part of me also believes that this could be real. This could be a real person actually making posts like this. wow. I mean, that is shocking, to say the least. It's quite frankly, that is just absolutely insane. But yeah, that's that one. Let's just go ahead and move on to the next post. So this one might be the only one that I actually agree with. I saw this post and I thought, oh man, that's some of me right there. Like that is, I've never agreed with something more, I don't think, on Reddit. And this one really hit home for me. This one really just hit home. It almost changed my views on the entire subreddit. Like I almost went from, I hate this subreddit with a passion. Like this subreddit is my greatest enemy out there on the internet. That started back like a little over a year ago. Like we have a real villain backstory going on, like a real, superhero villain backstory going on with this subreddit. But this one just almost, it almost beat me in the fight. I'm going to be honest. This one took a large blow to me, really took down most of my defenses. And, it left me wounded afterwards. I'm going to be honest. But here's a cute picture of my waifu, Perry the Platypus. He's shy and did not want to take the photo, but he just looked so cute, I couldn't resist. And honestly, Perry the Platypus it's just where it's at. I'm going to be honest. I mean, being a little kid watching Phineas and Ferb, I was like, there's something about Perry the Platypus. And yeah, there really is. There really is. This person has a point. That's all I'm saying. This person has a point. Yeah, that sounded really bad. That sounded so. Everything I just said was like, just disregard everything I just said. That was awful. Like, wow. I mean, how do I even justify myself after that one? That was something else. But how about we just move on to the next post? I think that's the best idea. So moving on to this next post. This is not the last post, but it is the second to last post. So sad day, right? Sad day coming to the end of the video, but we're still enjoying it for the time. You got to enjoy what you got. You got to enjoy what you got right now, right? Hey, look at me spitting facts and stuff like that. But we're out here looking at sober drivers cause 72% of traffic-related deaths. That's probably because most people don't drive drunk, because it's kind of a shitty thing to do, not gonna lie. Do you want to come back home to your loving waifu, drink booze before you cruise? Now, if you are on this subreddit and if you are one of these people out here doing this stuff, if you're one of the mods of the subreddit in specific, I recommend you listen to this person. I think that this is a great idea. You should do this if you are a mod of this subreddit, and only if you are a mod of this subreddit, because honestly, everybody else they're just worse than you. They're just worse than you. So you should do this. Be selfish, keep it for yourself, and, follow this 100%. It will work out positively in your future. I guarantee you, I 100% guarantee you positive things will happen in your future. Now, for all of my viewers and for everybody else watching this video, which would kind of make you my viewers, but everybody who isn't super into this or isn't a mod or something like that, if you're watching this video, don't do this. It's really stupid. I know it's crazy. Like, how would I ever come to that realization? I mean, my brain must be bigger than Einstein's. I just have to be crazy. I'm like, put all the world's smartest people together and you got me. But yeah, don't do this. It's not a good idea. Do not drive drunk. It's terrible. It doesn't go well. It leads to a lot of very, very sad situations. So please do not drive drunk. It's a very bad idea. Do not listen to this Reddit post from a very questionable subreddit. It's not a good idea. In fact, I wouldn't listen to most Reddit posts because most of them are pretty questionable. But I'm leaving that most, so there could be one or two that slip through that. But yeah, most of the time, hey, keep your eyes open, right? Keep your head up, keep your eyes open. Be watching out, because there's people like this. They'll try and snake you, right? They're trying to get under your skin. There's snakes out there, right? I don't know what I'm doing at this point. Like, I'm just going off in my own head at this point. So we're going to move on to the next post. So this one is the last one. I know it's very sad. I know, we all want to see more of this subreddit. That's why I made a part 2. It took me over a year to make a part 2, but we're here, It happened eventually. So giving my wives and boyfriends a little rest. Now let's stand back and appreciate the views and the gift that has been given to us. This could be the saddest thing I've ever witnessed in my life, because this is a real picture. Now, I don't know if the person who posted this was the original, source of the image, but somebody out there on the planet was. And that saddens me. That gives me a little bit of depression, just knowing that somebody out there in this world, living in the same world as me, went out and did this. The same species as me, the same planet, possibly the same country, state, or even city, and that doesn't sit well with me, and it probably shouldn't sit well with you either. I know you're probably sitting there thinking right now, wow, that's pretty bad. It is pretty bad. Look at this. I mean, how many are here? One, two, we got three. We got 3, 4, 5, at least five. There's probably more out of frame that we can't see, but wow. I mean, just wow. That is shocking to me. This has probably been the most eye-opening post I've possibly ever seen on Reddit. And I literally look at Reddits for my YouTube channel. That is like half of my YouTube channel, or at least it was at one point. But I just looked at a ton of Reddits. I've seen a ton of stuff on Reddit, and this one could be the most polarizing for sure. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot to me. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, as well as hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to me, and we're trying to get to 500 by the end of the year. I really think we can do it. Plus, in the last little while, we've been doing pretty good. I had a couple of videos that did really well, and that was really cool to see. So if you are from that, if you came from that, or just if you were watching those videos, even if you're a normal subscriber, that's awesome. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate everybody who checked out those videos, because I've been working a lot on the quality of my videos, and it's cool to see that I really upped the quality and people really seem to like it. So, we're going to try and stick with that for as long as possible. So thank you guys so much for watching, though. It means a lot to me. Please do not be an animesexual. That would also mean a lot to me. Don't do that. Don't go to the dark side. I know it's tempting, but just don't do it. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.